Hi, I'm Angela Fair. This year I'm celebrating 25 years of painting in watercolor, and I can't do that without looking back over the years that have got me here and reflecting on how it felt to be beginning as a watercolor artist. I had so many unanswered questions. Maybe you can relate to some of them. I remember asking myself, do I have what it takes to be an artist? Is my art any good? Can I develop a unique personal style? Is my art any good? Can I make a living as a professional artist? Is my art any good? Here's what I've learned that will help if you're asking yourself some of the same questions that I asked back in the early years of painting. Yes, you are an artist. Every single one of us, every human on this planet, has a unique resonance that thrills to a certain kind of beauty and yearns to respond in some way. That's our inner artist. When you learn to release that, you get to create your most beautiful and deeply resonant art. Number 2, painting is a skill. There are efficient ways to learn and there are less efficient ways. But either way, if you are moving your brush, you are growing your skills and learning to master your medium. Number 3, there's no shame in being a beginner. There's no shame in producing an undesirable outcome. You might even call it a bad painting. The more I paint, the more I realize that painting is like telling one story, not a whole bunch of stories, each one unique to the painting. Rather, every time I paint, I am adding to this lifelong tale that I get to tell. Some of the paintings are like supporting details. Others are background information. Still others, very few, are main characters or climaxes or highlights to the story. But every painting I create contributes to the narrative, and all are necessary. Number 4, painting is telling your story. If you are painting from that deeply resonant inner artist, you are the only one who will truly know if your painting hits the mark or not. So you're the only one who can know if your art is any good. And actually, this is very freeing. Others can give you opinions, they can share advice and criticism, but they're only going to be able to base their opinions on a few things. The skill level that your paintings may hold, and we know that that skill is built as you keep painting, you're going to get better. So, that kind of technical advice is always helpful. But when it comes to whether or not your art resonates and whether or not it's a good painting, you're the only one who can know if that art is true and authentic for you. You want your art to reflect the artist who created it. And you're the only one who can truly know if that's happening in your painting. Finally, you don't get to choose how long it takes to master watercolor or express yourself confidently in this medium. However, you can choose to be too stubborn to quit. That's one thing you can control. Use a variety of approaches to develop your character and skill. Both are necessary to make you the best artist you are capable of being, and both can be achieved by you. A few ways you can do that are by moving your brush, logging those brush miles, building skill. Also develop your palette. Get a taste for a diverse variety of art. The more different influences you have, the less likely you are to be overly influenced and be copying an admired artist's work. Make your interests diverse and broad so that you can really pull all those pieces together and create art that is a reflection of what you're taking out of each of those different artists' influences. Make room for play, as well as for focus, study, and practice. You're going to make beautiful music when you do more than just finger exercises and drills, borrowing a parallel from piano. When we play, we get to see our creativity best emerge. Don't be afraid of mistakes. If you are making mistakes, that's a great sign. It shows you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're willing to try some new things, you're growing your skill beyond where the familiar and comfortable boundaries might be. And finally, have faith, not fear. Every artist, no matter how skilled, starts a painting thinking, I have no idea how to paint this. Trust that you can immerse yourself in this beautiful medium, give yourself to it, and it will reward you by creating beauty and authenticity as you paint. I'm so excited to be celebrating 25 years of painting in watercolor. The time has just flown by, and watercolor has enriched my life in ways that I didn't dream were possible. I'm fully planning to celebrate this milestone all year, all through 2020, and I'm doing that with you. At the end of every month, I'll be giving away a free membership to my Fearless Artist community. It includes access to 20 plus watercolor courses, a collaborative learning community, which we like to think of as the most supportive community for watercolor artists on the internet, as well as a beautiful watercolor kit full of some of my very favorite watercolor supplies. It includes paper from Indigo Art Paper, paint from Daniel Smith, watercolor paintbrushes, stuff like that. I can't wait to share it with you. You can sign up and be entered to win using the link below. Don't forget, you get a new chance to win every month, so come back every month and enter again. Watercolor has given me so much. How could I not want to share that with you so that you can know the love of this beautiful medium as well? I wish you all the best for heart-led, fearless painting in 2020.